Daylight, my MVVs, welcome. We are hearing a report right now that it was not a small something, no royal cry. When you hear about royal cry, you know the way it sounds, it doesn't sound like normal cry. Your royal cry sounds different, okay? They said there was this heavy royal cry in the palace of the Ooni of Ife as Blublo, brought her things back to the palace. That was a space bus that was conveying her things that, were moved from the palace. There was a time we had this report that Kabiyesi gave them, an ultimatum to move their things. And when she moved her things, at that time, things were not as bad as they became. Instead of her to move those things to the Olori quarter, she refused and she moved them back home to her own family house. Now, things went very bad because that time they say she was having itchy problem, wanting, jumping left, right, and center. And eventually, things went from point A to point B, from better to worse with the Ooni of Ife. And it got to a point where the monarch allegedly started saying he does not want again. Now, with all the interventions and everything, they were able to fix the matter to our best of knowledge, even though we are beginning to hear that the fixing was not for real. They now said, Kabiyesi now gave permission for her to return to move her things back. Like, okay, they are still going to be man and wife. The forgiveness drama that we saw that was played out the other day, as it is alleged and rumored and reported and speculated. And so, now, because of this reconciliation she had with the Ooni of Ife, as it is alleged, she decided to go back to her family house to go and bring her things back. Now, apparently, whether she was supposed to move into the palace or the Oloris quarters was never discussed. The only thing that was discussed was the reconciliation, as we are hearing. And, she was very happy. And Kabiyesi also seemed happy. All of that. Now, she decided to go and move her things back into the palace. They said the space bus that was conveying her things brought her things to the palace rather than the Olori mansion. And when they got to the gate, Kabiyesi denied her access, denied the security called, and they said no, that those things are supposed to be moved to Olori's quarters, that Kabiyesi has asked the people in charge, the facility manager in the quarters, Olori quarters, to show her apartment and show her everything, assist her, give her all the necessary support in the Olori quarters. And they say when that happened at the gate of the palace, that she could not hide her tears, that she cried so much that she really, really cried a lot, that is not what she wants, that she wants to return back to her matrimonial home. She wants to return back into the palace of the Ooni of Ife. Now, she is not ready to move back to the Olori's quarters. She's not going to stay in the Olori's quarters. She is going to stay in the palace. Now, they said, allegedly, as we are hearing, that, the Oloris are allowed to come into the palace. They are allowed to do their royal responsibility. Apart from Olori Ikpe right now, that her royal responsibility has been uplifted. She can go about her royal responsibility. She's been reconciled to the Ooni of Ife. Everything is fine now, but the only thing that Kabiyesi is saying is that no, that she is not returning back into the palace. She's going to the Olori's quarters, and that is where the problem lies right now. Welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Delaram. I bring you fresh and spicy just from the sources still on the royals. How are you guys doing? Happy almost end of the week to you people. I love you guys. I appreciate you. Delarites, my very own people. Thank you for your support, for your love. Thank you so much, people. I love you. I love you. I love you. I love you. Mommy Abe, thank you for being a member of this channel and all other members. I love you guys. Thank you, people. If you're yet to subscribe, kindly go ahead, beat that subscribe button, and do not forget to turn on the notification bell, and do not forget to give this video a thumbs up. It's not a small something, no. They said there was a royal cry in the palace. Whoa, whoa, whoa. That they cry, because KBAC said that Auntie Blublo cannot move back into the palace of the Ooni of Ife. They say Pikin fit play with him mama breast, but he cannot play with him papa blockers. It's not a small something, no. Hey, when you try to flex muscle with a king, this is what you get. At the end of the day, you will be able to tell who be queen, who be king and who be subject. Our mother said, now they call Kabiyesi and they say she is crying, that she's refusing to go. And they said Kabiyesi retorted that if she is not ready to go to the Olori mansion, she can move her things back into her family house. Now they say she's crying that this is all because of Olori Naomi. Olori Naomi happens to be one of her biggest problems in the world. That if not for Olori Naomi, she'll be enjoying her marriage. If not for Olori Naomi, she will be everything that she had always wanted to be. Her relationship with Kabiyesi is dated back since 19 Perenge. This is not something they just started now. Olori Naomi does not know where they started from. Olori Naomi does not know what she has sacrificed. Olori Naomi does not know this, does not know that. But right now, Olori Naomi has come to scatter everything. That the reason why she's not being allowed into the palace of the Ooni of Ife is because of Olori Naomi. And everybody say, what do you think say been be before? As it is alleged, they say she cried and cried and cried and cried. And they were hoping that she was crying and going back into her car, taking her phone, calling this, calling that. Security men were just all standing and seeing the drama as it was unfolding. Then at the end of the day, they thought that because of the way she was behaving and the pressure and everything, Kabiyesi was going to say, yes, let her in. They said Kabiyesi called the chief security and told the chief security that if that woman gets into the palace with her belongings, if that truck carrying the belongings enter the palace, that the security will be fired immediately. So right now, we are hearing that it's up to Auntie Blublo whether she goes back to the Olori mansion or whether she goes back to her family house, because Kabiyesi, they said, did not agree, that the man still is insisting that, Blublo will not live in the palace. Blublo should stay in the Olori quarters, which has caused a whole lot of wahala, gbasgbos from Blublo's family and all of that. They said it's not a small something as we are hearing. I'm going to bring you more update. I appreciate you guys so much. Thank you.